So I started making a video on how you can use cursor as a beginner. But after facing so many challenges, I decided let's make a video on why beginners, especially people with no coding background, should not use cursor and what they should use instead. A code editor could think, explain, and also write code for you. No more guessing, no more googling, just building powerful application. How do you go from writing few sentences to a fully built up app in few seconds or minutes? Everyone who's touting about cursor and the greatness about it is basically a seasoned developer who has been doing coding for 15-20 years, and they don't understand challenges that people with no coding experience or beginners face. So in this video I'm going to share first why cursor is not a good option if you're a beginner. Second, which AI coding or vibe coding tool you should be using instead. And finally, I'll also share a free resource which can help you in becoming expert with AI. So why should you listen to me? I'm Abdesh. I have 20 plus experience in building large applications for Fortune companies. And for past few years, I have been doing experiments on using different AI tools. And on this channel, I share all my learning. So if you want to improve your knowledge on AI and learn what's happening in current world, then don't forget to subscribe the channel and like this video so that you don't miss anything in future. Now let's be honest. When you compare Cursor with other tools like Lovable and Replit, the biggest challenge which people face is first downloading the Cursor, installing it in your laptop. Now next I'll show you how I started installing Cursor. So please bear with me and how I started building an app, and then I'll quickly talk about what are the challenges I faced.
So let's get started with installing this app. So first you hit download and then you download the app. Okay, now double click on the download file. Now move cursor to application. Sign up either via email or GitHub. I'll just use continue with Google. Continue. So most of the basic settings will just go ahead and continue. Okay, so we have copied our requirement in cursor and let's see. Now let it do its magic. If you see first what cursor will do is it will create a readme file for us, so that you can go through this file and get the basic understanding of this app whenever you want. Now it is setting up a backend server with initial authentication for us because we want to authenticate and log into this app. So I'll forward some of these things because AI is going to take few minutes. So here it want to install some components for React, and it is asking if you want to proceed. Just type in yes.
Biggest problem with Cursor is that you need to install it in your laptop. Okay, and it's not only Cursor which you need to install, but all the related applications which you will use to build a software are required. For example, if you need a database, then you need to install MongoDB if that's what Cursor is using to build your application. So Cursor will try to build an app and it will try to install some of these things, but it may or may not be able to install. So you need to know how to install these other software, make sure your system is compatible. So in my case, I faced challenge that after spending hours, finally figured out that okay, MongoDB's latest version or version which Cursor wants cannot be installed on my machine. And even after you install the MongoDB, you need to make sure the server is up, and then whatever application Cursor has created in Python or Node.js or React, it is able to integrate with MongoDB. So all these complexity you need to understand and handle yourself if you're building app and so you are dependent on kind of your machine, how powerful it is, what's the latest version, and you should also know how you can install the software. So which vibe coding or AI coding tool you should use instead? So in my mind, Lovable AI is one of the best tool available right now. It's a browser based, so from any machine you can go to Lovable, and then it's a very easy interface. You can just type in what kind of application you're building and it will build that app for you. It also provides an integration with Superbase out of the box. Superbase is a database, so you create your account in Superbase, you integrate, and that's it. Lovable will create all the database tables and integrations and whatnot. So now let's quickly dive into demo of how you can use Lovable. to create an app for yourself. Before building a tool, let's discuss what is Lovable AI. So Lovable AI is an AI-based platform which can build applications for you by just describing it and without writing a single piece of code. You just provide some prompts or instructions, and AI will do all the work, generate code, and then you can deploy it in production and start using it.
So let's look for Lovable AI. Okay, so this is where you land, like idea to app in seconds. So this is kind of an AI platform for creating different applications. Now I have already logged in to this one, but if you have not, then you can create a quick profile and get started with this. Now, whenever you're creating something, right, I suggest that you provide detailed prompts to the application, what you're trying to do and achieve. In many cases, right, people start with giving just a one line prompt and then they keep editing and improving it over time. But unfortunately, when you do that, it may create, a lot of junk code, or, have things which may not be needed, and later it becomes really complex. So let's provide our prompt to this application. This is a prompt I have created, that we'll be creating an app to scrape data from Airbnb, basically Airbnb reviews. Currently, we are saying that first 10 listing you scrape. Later, you can increase it if you want. And we also want option to download data as an Excel. Okay. So let's hit enter and let it do its magic. It'll take few minutes, and you'll have your app ready. So as you can see, like it is building app, creating code on right side. On left side, it is giving us some more detailed prompt what it is doing. It has created a tool. Now let's try it out. So I'm providing it a name of a city and state, and then let's hit search reviews, and voila, yes, it has done it. So what it has done is, like it has extracted reviews from, like top 10 properties, and you can download it as an Excel also. If I click here, it's done, and we can check it out. Okay, so yes, so it has scraped the data as we expected, and we have pretty much everything we want. And as I suggested, right, same thing you can do for any business you want, or any other data you want to scrape from internet, right? And this kind of application will be ready in a second. Now, another thing which we can do is, like, we can ask it to summarize these review and provide a summary that, hey, why people are booking, what are they liking, what are they not liking. So let's add that prompt also. So here I have provided additional comment that we want to go through the reviews and summarize, so that we don't have to do it ourselves. So now if you see, like it is summarizing also reviews, that okay, what people are liking, what people don't like. Currently it doesn't have a lot of negative thing, but it is able to do sentimental analysis also. So this way you can keep going and adding more functionalities to your tool. Now another thing which you may want to do is to store some of the data in a database. So in order to store, what you can do is, one of the easiest way I found is, like this tool called Supabase. It is available, and it provides a very easy integration with Lovable. So first, what you can do is you can create an account with Supabase, and once you have created that account, you can come here, link your account, click on it, and I have already linked my account, but you can link it, And once you have linked, then you can ask Lovable to add functionality where you can save the data and it'll get saved in Superbase. I told Lovable is that, can you save name of city, zip, whatever input user is making, let's add it in a database and it is persistent. So that, like, later I can analyze, okay, what people are generally looking for, which cities are hot or whatever, right? And or maybe people, we can share it with them that, okay, this is what folks are looking for. So when we did that, like, Lovable, it connected with Superbase. It created tables. Like, it first it created command and asked you, like, okay, are you ready? Uh, are you good with this? And we said yes. Then it created table in Superbase, and basically it created this functionality where it is saving database also. And then now when we search here, it is kind of saving these searches and showing us results here. And if you go to this Superbase database and look for the search history, yeah, so you'll see these things, they are getting stored. So, name of city or um, zip, whatever you're searching, right? So you will have this database. So as you can see, right, I mean, very easily you can create projects or web apps in matter of few minutes. You don't have to go buy a new software or figure out how you'll do. Or even I think it's better than AI agent, instead of you working with AI agents and combining multiple tools to achieve something, right? Just tell Lovable or tools like these AI web creators that, okay, what you want, and your app will be ready in a matter of seconds.
So thanks for staying all the way to the end. So some of the free resources which you can use, and I have dropped a link below. First is a complete course on AI agents, which will help you in learning AI agents and how you can automate most of your tasks. And another resource is, like, major tips and tricks related to ChatGPT. It'll help you in using ChatGPT and other LLMs to fullest. So please don't forget to like and subscribe the channel, and we'll see you next time.